Who picks Fiddle? True. um.
Let's dance.
Big kitty.
That's right.
Oh, they got Timo. We got a chance.
It's on. That's right. I did dodge
Actually,
earlier.
They'll have the godlike Timo on their team.
That's right. They'll have Timo. I had him in my game one time. This challenger Timo. And he destroyed everybody. He's like 80% Timo and platinum. And everyone's like, see, Timo's viable. He's good. It's like, yeah. If you're like one of the 3 guys in NA with God mode on him, he sure is. Yeah, sorry everybody, I overslept a little bit. I don't remember if I said that to the stream or not, but I don't know why I'm so tired. Maybe it's because it's raining outside. I just feel like more tired when it's
Oh yeah, 100%. I feel that too.
Okay, does this...
Their team is so bad, and I guess it's not bad. It's just every time I see Timo, I feel like it gives me hope.
This guy doesn't ever play that. Lucian's not great. Sofa King never plays that. I guess I'll just dodge. Hold on. Yeah, their team was not great. Yeah, their team was probably not great, but ours was already arguing, and like we were the only 2 people playing champs we'd ever played before, basically. So hashtag solo queue. That'd be one of those things. If we could see their names, and I saw that like 3 of them were also playing stuff they don't play, then we could play it. But we have to assume that they are probably pretty good on their champs, so. Damn, was that really down to 40 LP? I thought that we had been 1 game away for a little bit there.
What's that?
We'll get it back. I was just looking at my LP on that account. Wasn't sure if it was accurate. Yeah. I guess we did lose quite a few yesterday. Maybe that was this afternoon. I don't remember. No, it was yesterday. Yeah, this afternoon we split it. We went 1-1 yesterday. We lost 2, I think. Yeah. It is live streaming, right? Yeah, there it is. Okay. Just nobody's chatting yet, which is fine. Just wanted to make sure it wasn't broken. May not, since I'm late and I did stream earlier, we may not have too many people on tonight. We'll see. Put some keywords in there for the for all the searchers. Hey, what's up, Lucas? What's up, Mitch? Jungle. Ugh. Okay.
I can dodge it if you want me to.
We'll see how it plays out. I mean, I can do all right on Nunu. Zed support action? Probably not. Life's more fun with Milkbone.
Shit. 2 bottles. Shoot.
Did you drink 2 bottles on accident?
No, I had to get 2 bottles ready for the baby. I forgot.
See.
Getting it now. Be alright.
I mean, Zed support could work, I guess, but I mean, we've lost to some weird stuff before. But yeah, I'm not trying to end games. Okay, dodge. Hope we get a freebie there. Oh, we got the Tymo again.
What's that?
They have a Teemo on their team.
Oh.
Hey, what's up, Dave? Maybe they'll dodge because of me on this account. That'd be great. My win rate's so abysmal on this account. Ooh, Vayne. Nice, congrats. Why Quinn though? I mean, maybe he roams a lot. Okay, thank you. Thank God. What's our OP on this account even? 76, okay. Still 70% on Jinx, good. Yeah, Jinx is really strong right now. I didn't realize Ragnaros dropped tier 5 legs also, is that right? So got some random free stuff. I knew he dropped... Oh, I guess that makes sense. Yeah, because Onyxia drops the head, and he drops the legs. The legs are actually very good. But I haven't seen as many, like, pug MC groups. But you would think you'd see a few more just for people fishing for the legendary. Like, hard reserving the Ragnaros thing, but... I've seen several Blackwing Lair pugs, and then just ZG everywhere all the time. No one ever asked for AQ20. I guess the ZG one's just better. I don't know. Banner champ.
A few AQ20s.
Ah, come on. What's the worst that could happen?
But BWL does have several things that would be nice if I could get them. Ooh, I didn't realize the enchant weapon healing power drops off of MC also. Okay, I need to run some MC. Okay, Triss, that's good. GP's usually not great. In theory, he can be a very strong champ, but hopefully this guy plays him a lot. He plays him some. Oh. Malphite, I guess.
Let's dance.
Go with the huge. Armor, conditioning. Yeah, I might get hit by Malphite or Nocturne, so I probably better run conditioning. Hopefully I don't get poked too hard in the laning phase. Oh, the switcheroo, okay. The Seraphine mid, probably.
Mm-hmm. I might have to get a Banshees this game for sure.
That's right. Well, I mean, that's true, Dave, but the thing is, a lot of people, like, with these things they've been doing, you can just hard reserve it. You know, other people might need something from MC. But that's the thing, is there's not that much more people would need out of that, so that's why a lot of people don't go. Versus BWL has several things that are, like, tier 5 still pretty good. For a lot of people, and then it just has some weird little trinkets and things like that that are still going to be like pretty decent going into Burning Crusade, so that's probably why more people do BWL. And ZG, of course, is just a loot pinata of pretty strong gear. I think the ZG gear on average is BWL or higher quality. A lot of it is a lot stronger than MC. Onyxia is another one that a lot of people do because they want the head of Onyxia for their Nax raids. And then she has a couple of decent things for me, and it's just one boss too, so she's kind of a loot pinata too. It'd be nice if I could get the tier 3-piece tier 2, because that allows 15% of your casting, or 15% of your mana while casting, which is massive. So that would actually probably be pretty good through a lot of TBC until you get up to Karazhan. Most likely, I'd have to see, but that's the equivalent of a lot of mana regen because you know, I'll be stacking a ton of spirit.
Destroy hope, bring the second coming of darkness, and get some new hair gel. I'm almost out.
And I don't think that would be too hard to get, even if people don't do MC. I could still It's like, it's literally just Onyxia and the first 2 bosses of BWO, and I could have it. So it's, and I think the first 2 bosses are pretty easy, in theory. And a lot of people are probably, and if I can find like a soft reserve system, that'd be great. I've seen some people doing that, and a lot of people are not going to reserve those things because they're going to reserve the bigger ticket stuff. But GDKP may even not be that bad for that, because I've seen with the ZG one, they start the bid at like 30 gold. So if I could get some of these pieces for under 100 gold, that's probably worth it. Obviously, I'd rather not spend the gold on it. But because I need to save up for TBC, not only for flying mounts, but because the at least the Mooncloth set, Primal Mooncloth, is going to be probably at least 5,000 gold, if not more, to get that set. So if I can't get the 2-piece White Mend, that's probably okay. That one's a little bit more expensive. I think it's a little bit less good. Yeah, that's why I'm trying to get only the stuff that I think is gonna not get immediately outscaled, although a lot of it will. Oh my god, dude. Damn, if I got that knock up on her, maybe I'd kill her. But, wow. Hit by literally every 2 hooks at level 1. Thresh didn't even flash. Okay, well, that's good, I guess, on the top side.
See that hard carry GP.
I hope so. Okay, I guess they're trying to back.
Need a break. It's not that I completely lost my sense of hope. It's that the light inside me died a long time ago, leaving a dark, very good-looking soul.
Well, GP has all the tools to be very good. That's why he's played a lot in pro. I mean, his ult is just, his ult's pretty much guaranteed value. The slow and the damage on it's good, but you really do have to hit those barrels.
Serving coming from behind. Turn. We turn on her. We turn on her. She has no mana.
Okay.
I have no mana either.
Okay, there we go. That's what we needed. Oh, Cam's a slideshow? Alright, my bad. I'll fix it after this. That old $30 webcam. I mean, to be fair, it has lasted for like 4 years or something, so can't complain too much about that, but make sure Thresh is not gonna hook in here. Okay, he's not. Let's turn it off, turn it back on. Okay, there you go.
fed planet so that you could laugh at me. I rescued you so you could hold my mirror and tell
They're
me
gonna do
I'm
drag here.
good.
I think. Well, are they doing it? No, they're backing. Okay.
Doing the right thing was boring.
Lux support could come back. No, because they nerfed the stuff that made it special, in my opinion. I mean, you could still play her, but it was really that her shield was just way too big. And they just nerfed the hell out of that, from what I remember. It was also, what was it? She had something funky with her build. I think it was like Aftershock before the changes.
The dream of darkness.
That was just a very specific time and a place thing. Like, you could still play her, but I think the poke, AP poke champs just aren't amazing right now. Because their items are just too expensive compared to the other roles. You know, Luden's is like 3,400 versus, you know, Mandate being like 2,500 or Shirelia's being 2,500. Yeah, we just don't know where Nocturne is. He could be 6. Unlikely, but... I need to try to trade some so I can get some more stacks, but if I get Thresh Blade, it's gonna be bad. Okay, there's Malphite.
Life is waiting. Enjoy your life while it lasts.
An enemy has been slain.
Whoa, dude. I didn't know he was gonna go that hard.
Safe is for nerds. I do danger. Life sucks without Zaya, but it is less complicated.
An ally has been slain.
I'm gonna go stare in the mirror. It's daily affirmation time, girl.
Yeah, they use pretty much all their songs.
Darkness is the new high.
Yeah, I mean, she has poke. Like, she's a good, just like most poke champions in lane, she's going to be solid in the laning phase. It's just, what do, you know, when it's YOLO Q and everyone's just running around randomly
Zaya and I
and you get caught out in a rotation or you get flanked. Or if you don't have engage on your team. I mean, she can kind of engage if you just hit your bind, but...
dancing between the rules.
I don't know. It's probably not terrible. I think... I haven't really watched Bizzleberry's tier list, but I know he was pretty high on it earlier this year. I don't know if he's still... It's about the same as... What's the CD on her shield? It's not that long. It's probably like 10 seconds or something. But first of all, it's a skill shot shield, so... You know, there's a pretty good chance you'll miss some of it. It's still, like, good. If you hit both parts of it on multiple targets, it's good. It's just... I just feel like she just has a hard time into a lot, like, Leona and stuff like that.
An enemy has
Thresh is 3-0.
Yeah. He's got those Moby boots. I'm trying to keep wards down for you, but he keeps clearing them.
Most good guys.
Sorry, I should have. I thought I could kill them both, but he landed the hook. Gee, good. Maybe not.
Self-control is
Wow.
darn.
An enemy has been slain.
I do what I want. No Star Guardian can say the same.
We are up a pickaxe. I can find and engage. I don't have flash.
I don't apologize for doing my thing.
Alright, he's probably here. Him. That null magic mantle saved him.
Enemy rampage. Shut down. The enemy has been slain. Shut down.
Yeah, I mean, Thresh was obviously looking for a fight. I knew Nocturne would be there. I thought we'd be able to win it. I wasn't expecting the Malphite TP, though. But I guess I should have been.
Stars are just sad, lonely light
An
bulbs
enemy
floating
has
in
been
space.
slain.
They're probably on Dragon. They might rotate for you. But
Anyone have chocolate? I'm craving
Does
chocolate.
Nocturne have ult?
no.
Sometimes we agents of darkness need a break.
Yeah, so I mean, you can try it if you want. I don't think it's a premier support. Could you make it work? Probably. But if you're, you know, just in the market for something that
This
is
place
strong,
different when we're in charge,
I don't
Riku.
think that would be the first place I would look. In other words, I would only recommend playing it if you just really enjoy her and you just want to play Lux. You can, but I think there are better options if you're impartial.
I haven't seen her in a minute.
Yeah, nobody plays Lux now.
I haven't seen her played in a while.
Yeah, they've done different adjustments to her as well, like personally.
Population Rakan.
An enemy has been slain. Double kill.
Shit.
Universe tends
Really? What the fuck was that damage? How did that tower do, like, so much damage?
These Thresh has all their kills.
Yeah. Nocturne flash right there. Wow. I didn't mean to give her the aggro. I thought that it was gonna be minions. Sona does have a good win rate right now, but yeah, it's really difficult to be a squishy champ because there's so much mobility in the game. A squishy champ with no mobility. There's just so much mobility in the game, and there's so many items just to give extra damage and extra mobility. It's difficult.
free because I'm bad.
An enemy has been slain.
Okay, GP does have ult. Oh. I'm gonna let them push in. What?
Boring. I'm way more fun now. Living the dream. Of darkness.
I think there was a ward there. Maybe. Okay, yeah, very unlucky.
The hook of destiny.
Now Malphite's waiting in the wing here too, but they don't have Seraphine ult. Really? Kaisa didn't die?
I only believe in myself.
Wow. Well, we got 50 seconds on Dragon.
Daily affirmation.
Have to push up and try to get him out of there.
How do the stars
I don't know how Kaisa did not die right there.
so darn
I think Sona might be better than Seraphine as support. I like gold and lower. Just more guaranteed power. She's very good with the new Shirelias. I think Seraphine's been nerfed so many times.
life is way
I want that shut down gold.
more rules.
You know.
Oh, yeah, there's wards everywhere.
Yeah.
Safest for cats. Life is danger.
Okay. Are they getting rift or are they just giving this to us?
Sucks for that side.
Not there. Almost there.
Amazing by far.
Shh. Okay.
Get my name, just call for the Lord of Darkness. Emperor of Hotness.
Yeah, I mean, Seraphine's still playable. I just think, I don't know. Yeah, we'll go with that. Well, I need to make sure I get control wards here. Always more control wards. Must pay the tax. What's up, Flippy? Yeah, I tried the Enchanter. I think if you want to play an Enchanter right now, I know her win rate's not as high as Sona's, but I would probably stick with Lulu. Maybe Yumi. I know Jay's a big fan of Yumi. Because Yumi's protected, if she attaches to the right people and is just sort of in the right positions, at least like late game, it's very hard to kill her. If you have tanks on your team. Because she's like as tanky as the people on your team, right? So,
Oh boy, that could have been bad.
yeah.
I do what I want. No start.
Holy shit, what's he saved me for so long? Okay, well they used all their shit on me, so I guess I'll take it. Oh, it was Seraphine's E. I almost got away if it wasn't for that E. If it wasn't for those damn kids. Or I guess those naughty kids or something. I don't remember what they said on Scooby-Doo. Those darn kids. Would have gotten away with it too if it wasn't for those darn kids.
Riku, let's destroy everything they hold
An
dear and then
enemy
laugh in
has
their
been
faces.
slain.
It's like some corporate accountant or something dressed up as a walrus. Yeah, Lulu's really good too. That's what I was gonna say. I would go with Yumi or Lulu right now. I did try Lulu last game. I think it was either earlier today or last night. I can't remember, but she's pretty good with the new Shurelias.
Evil loves me.
Your turret has been destroyed.
Oh, this Shrelia is gonna be great with Olaf. He's gonna like this.
He's gonna go fast.
That's right.
Boring, Riku. Let's start.
Hopefully they don't trade us Baron. We have pretty good vision around there. My Poro, look at that Poro. Extra vision. Extended ward timer.
Is that yours or mine?
I think that's mine. That might be yours.
Alright, I got my item. I need it back.
Okay.
Guess I'll get this.
There you go. Yeah, I would build Shrelias on Lulu now instead of Moonstone. Maybe you could go back to Moonstone after the buffs next patch, but definitely for the next 3 or 4 days, I would do Shrelias. You have 3 different abilities that can trigger it. Pretty much everything except for your Q triggers it. And that does give you an extra bit of safety, and you can double down on the movement speed.
I mean, you could probably start it.
Let's make sure there's no wards around here. He's gonna ult. Malphite's gonna ult in here. I don't know. It's kind of spooky. God.
An enemy has been slain.
Perfection doesn't exist.
Burned out. Killed them all though. Nice, I'll take it. Ace plus GP's gonna get an inhibitor.
Oh yeah. Yes.
You don't have to do anything extra with Shirelia's. It's, you just get it. Just like Moonstone, and you get normal stuff. You can get Zeke's still, or whatever you want. Sona Aura is also proc Shrelia is correct. That's why Sona went up like 2% or so, 1 or 2% on this patch. A big reason was the Shrelia's. Like, Moonstone's pretty good on her, but I think Shrelia's is low-key, like, just much, much higher win rate on pretty much everybody that got Moonstone. Maybe not Soraka. But I think everybody else. I think it's just, hey, what's up, Matt? I think Moonstone's just generally bad right now. Ranked game donations. It depends on what champ it is. I'd prefer to do normal donations if we're gonna do that, but especially because like my rating's pretty bad right now. But I could, you know, I could do it. Wouldn't want to do it with Jason. Do it with him, so it'd have to be after Jason goes to sleep. I don't think so. With like Malphite and Seraphine there, I don't think we're diving that. Nah.
Whoa! I saw stars for a second. Some dark, very evil-looking stars. Dancing between the rules.
Well, we don't have GP. Maybe, I mean, they're coming up for Trist.
World's gonna burn. Blazing by fire.
Alright.
To the beat.
Give them that quick 1-2-3 combo.
That's right.
I gotta watch out for that Seraphine ult. Malphite Seraphine.
Yes, I mean I could just hopefully bait one of them and not. I got bait.
Yeah, we just need to make him use all that on Olaf if we can. Just living the dream. Yeah, let's go get free Baron. She's too difficult to dive. I'll fight Seraphine, I think. Yeah, Seraphine's bottom.
Whoa! Danger brings out my bad side. Just kidding. All my sides are equally breathtaking.
Well, I mean, all we had to do is just keep pressure up and then just get Baron. And now with Baron, we should be able to get the towers. Hopefully. I mean, we don't really have anyone that can bait it other than Olaf, you know?
Evil love.
No one else wants to get hit by it. I mean, like, I could maybe dodge it.
I'll try and go top.
Safety is boring.
Oh, that'd be cool. That sounds good, Black Falcon. Where you been lately? Just school stuff? We're all missing you, man. The last couple of runs, there were a couple of good items that dropped. We're like, man.
W Max with Moonstone, Redemption, McGale's Ardent, Staff of Slaying Water, Lucidity, Boots. All in the
Look at that movement speed. It's so good. It's because you can double activate that shield too. Just keeps it going. Yo, what's up? What's up, Noe? You doing any more?
I'll play one more.
Okay. Yeah, let me do one more Dylan and then I'll do that donation. Where is Streamlabs anyways? Oh, there it is. What's up, Poseidon? Yeah. I mean, Yeah, it is 2 streams a day. They're smaller streams. I mean, I used to stream pretty regularly for like 7 or 8 hours back before Rory, but yeah, I think Shara's hit 60 earlier yesterday. Since Jinx and Hacker are banned.
Let's dance.
Scion support or Teemo support? Maybe Scion or Teemo? Scion or Teemo? Alright, I'll hope it's Scion. Okay, or Dodge.
You just want to go do that coaching session?
Well, if you're tired, yeah, we can.
Yeah, I'm actually. I think if I play one more, I'll probably just tilt because I'll play bad.
Okay, yeah, we'll get it later next time, man. I'll be sure to get on before 1 a.m. next time.
Oh, you're good. Take care.
All right, see ya. Okay, so what was it? A normal game with Lux? Is there a backup? I doubt they'll ban it, but I don't think Moonstone personally would be the way to go. Moonstone's so bad right now. I would still do Shirelia's. Hey, what's up, Sammy? I think you might just want to do... I don't know. I mean, I'll play whatever you want me to play, but I think you're better off with Lux right now just playing her as poke. I'm pretty sure.
Ah, come on. What's the worst that could happen?
I guess Moonstone's about the same as Australia's. Yeah, you probably want Horizon Focus. Like, I think the AP, I think just AP is better in general right now on her. And then just what, Emax? Yeah, I think the W's just been nerfed so much, man. I mean, she does have, like, good vision control, which is cool. I mean, she's not the worst, you know, champ out there for sure, but... Yeah, so, I mean, you get 20 extra shield if you hit somebody once off of that. The cooldown does go down, I guess. But, like, the E damage goes up by 45. What do you think?
Let's light it up.
Space Groove Blitzcrank. Yeah, we probably aren't going to have that many extended fights. Like, you got to hit the skill shot on the shield all the time. It just takes so many items to make Moonstone worth.
The sun is shining. You should too.
I think boots, you definitely want boots on someone like Lux, magical footwear, because you're probably not going to roam that much, and that 300 extra gold is a big deal. And then also the 10 extra movement speed is really nice. And biscuits are pretty good too.
Executed.
Maybe we could have turned on that. Maybe not if it's just the two of us.
Minions have spawned.
Okay, yeah, I was gonna do a video on that today, Cloud Chapters, but yeah, I'll maybe I'll record it right after I stream or something, or after before I go to sleep.
Pushing my limits.
What? I dodged it. Come on. Dude, you're made of paper.
That was a test. You failed.
Losing is just an opportunity to shine
Wow.
even brighter.
Holy shit, dude, your HP is so low. It's like that hook did like 75% of my HP. That was bad. I thought I could sidestep the hook, but you have like really slow movement speed too. Oh yeah, definitely Cloud Chapters. And that's pretty much what I think. I've talked about it pretty much every stream, but I just haven't done a separate video about it.
I have bright ones.
Yeah, I mean, my solution is reveal enemy names. That's what I've been saying the whole time. That's what I'm going to say in the video. I've been saying that for years, just like they do in Clash.
An enemy has been slain.
Because, yeah, there is an uneven distribution of autofills, but they're pretty much never... They've said they can't fix that. They know that's what everybody wants, but they can't get rid of autofills without making the queue times, like, way too long. Especially at Masters Plus, where queue times are already 10 or 15 minutes. You can't tack on another 15 minutes, you know? And sometimes it can just be rank disparity too, especially when you get to high elo, right? If you have a challenger player against a diamond player, even if they're on roll, like... No, Nas is probably dead. Well, maybe he gets out.
The superior tactic is to never give up.
But yeah, if you reveal enemy names, then that would help in several ways. Number one, you would know if the enemy has those autofills. So if you have an autofill top, and their top is also autofilled, maybe you don't have to dodge, right? Or you could help out your team, right? So if your top is autofilled, you could, you know, they could say, hey, I'm autofilled, can you help me? You can see who the enemy plays and then ban them out. So you can ban out, you know, the top 5 champs of the person who's playing top lane, and that would help even up the score a little bit.
The world has seen enough darkness.
And, you know, one of the bigger problems that people don't often talk about also is, like, just how bad one-tricking is for a proper matchmaking system, like, because those are the worst case scenarios whenever you're talking about autofill, right? Is someone who's autofilled that goes up against someone that's a one-trick that has thousands of games on their champion. Like, that's the worst. And so, if you made it more difficult to one-trick, then some of the worst case scenarios would be taken off the table. But they're not going to do that because one-tricking keeps people committed to the game. It gives them, like, something fun to work towards. You know, they already have systems that gear towards that, like the mastery system and then the the eternal system. And, you know, they just want people to take ownership of their champ, which is fun. So that's good from kind of like a you know, selling products perspective, but as far as competitive integrity, it's really bad. Because that's, as long as that's allowed, that's the best way to climb, is to one trick or have an extremely narrow champion pool. Because then you have as much experience as possible, and half the time you're getting paired against somebody who is either auto-filled or they're just playing something they don't know how to play. But it would not be popular at first. I think you'd have to roll it out slowly. So you'd probably roll it out and have Masters players do it first, kind of like the no duo queue thing. Try it in Masters first, see how it goes, and then if it seems like it's good, then the Masters players can help market it. They can tell people on their streams, like, hey, this is, you know, this is good, this is what we need to do. Because so many people listen to those high-level players, so I'm going to try to get one plate here. I need the 3 stacks also for the 60 gold. I think we got to let that one go. Shit. Well, I guess he's going to go for it. We're going to get ganked probably. We overstayed on this, I think. Yeah. But they would get experience on it. I mean, that's the thing too, Black Falcon. They would get, how do you get experience on champions? You play something other than your one-trick champion that you play all the time. So they don't have experience. I would say that further justifies why I think that they need to do it in a different way.
I want to see everything.
Because, yeah, if someone's not on their one champ, then it makes it even more dramatic when they're auto-filled or off-rolled or their main champ is banned. Now, not always, but yeah. What? While you can target ban out even the autofill lane, their team will target ban one of your lanes. Would they, though? Maybe they would, maybe they wouldn't. I don't think it would still be worse for you. Why is that worse? Like, yeah, I'm just saying that it would add to the disparity. Like, the other people will be on roll. In theory. I'm just saying that it minimizes it. It doesn't make it to where Like, it doesn't matter if it's auto-filled. I'm just saying that it takes some of the most extreme cases off the table. And I think it would lead to better matchmaking. I don't think everybody's going to ban out every lane. Like, you could, but it would encourage people to be more diverse. A lot of people wouldn't even do that. A lot of people are just going to ban whatever they want to ban. But there wouldn't be as many wasted bans either, because that's what someone was asking about yesterday. Do you think there should be more bans because of, like, the double up bans, right? Where the same champion gets banned on both sides. I don't think that more bans necessarily equals more balance, though. But I mean, there might be people that quit, but they're, like, people are already... I feel like I just don't do enough damage. I just feel like the numbers are just too low. I think it... I don't know. I don't know. I mean, you can theory craft everything you want and, like, make anything seem viable or not viable, right? I'm just saying that I think that would definitely help. I think that one-tricking is the scourge of proper matchmaking. I just think the system just cannot structurally account for that. Just how advantageous that is. It just can't. Because right now, like, the matchmaking is basically just based on, like, how many games do you win or not. But usually that reflects how many games do you win and how good are you on your best champion. Because that's what most people play most of the time. So it just doesn't account for when people are not on their main role. Really? Alright, well. Just could not even get my ult off. Your ult pops your passive when you buffer your E at the same time after rooting. I mean, any spell hits your passive. I don't know if I was in auto attack range though. You have, like, I think what you're talking about would be auto attack. I don't know. I can't fully understand what you're saying, but
Your team has destroyed a turret. Turret plating will soon fall.
exactly. I mean, I think it'd just be, it would be strategically the best thing they could do to make higher quality matched games, but they're not going to do it, like I said. But that's the real solution. Otherwise, you have to have dodges. Like, the only other answer is dodges. Or just let people lose a lot more games. But I can't imagine that most I haven't watched a lot of other content creators talking about this, but I imagine that the consensus is that people don't like dodges, but you have to have it in order to combat autofill. And not just autofill, just people trolling, right? Like, dodging is like folding in poker. The problem is it just takes a lot of extra time to get through the dodges, especially at Masters. So a lot of people don't like to wait for that timer, but... God, I just barely tickled her. I mean, people like Clash, and it's available in Clash. But, I mean, a lot of the reason people like Clash is because you're, you know, playing with your friends. But I just don't think there's a solid argument that one-tricking leads to better outcomes with matchmaking. Like, the only argument someone could make for one-tricking is that people enjoy playing their favorite champ. Like, that's it. And I mean, that is a compelling argument as far as, like, enjoyment and people playing the game. But it depends on what your goal is, right? If your goal is to get the optimal matchmaking, that's also important, right? If there were less... if there were better matchmaking, people would also enjoy the game more, you know? So it just kind of depends. Oh my god, really? I was about to say, please. I think especially high elo people, like I said, they should at least roll that out to Masters Plus. And the reason that I talked about before with that as well is it's better training, it's better solo queue for people that are actually trying to go pro or that are already pro and, you know, their team's just not scrimming at that time and they just want to get some better practice in. Because that's a huge part, you know, people complain, oh, there's no homegrown talent or whatever, you know. A big part of it is NA has, I think, one of the, like, worst one-trick cultures out there. Like, we one-trick in NA more than almost anywhere else. I mean, part of it is just, there's just less people that play in NA. That's definitely a huge part of it. But from what I understand, one-tricking is much more prevalent in NA than it is in some other places, but... Vayne's gonna be pretty much unstoppable. There's no way we can really do anything about her. Yeah, I mean, well, they want to. They're not gonna put an actual dodge button in there because that's just like that's basically the dirty secret that they've tried to keep hidden for, you know, 11 years now. Is that one of the best ways to climb is one trick plus dodge. If you don't get your one trick, dodge. If you know you have people on your team that don't get their one trick, dodge. And they just don't want to, because a lot of people in gold and lower just never dodge because they don't understand just how powerful dodging is. Also, champ select, like, it does matter, but it doesn't matter as much. Like, below diamond, I don't think. Like, it does matter some, but it starts to matter much, much more as you go up and up. Because people actually start paying attention to team comps and things like that. Yeah, they just don't want to advertise it, but they pretty much did. Now that they said something about it, everyone's talking about it, and now, you know, Silver Jimmy is, you know, getting into the conversation. He's learning about dodges, so it's risky for them to bring that up. Have I played Wild Rift? No, I'm not gonna play it. It's, I mean, I just have no desire to play something that's basically League, that's a mobile version of League that's probably, like, not as good, in my mind. God. There's a lot of damage from her. Yeah, I mean, I understand their argument that, like, dodging is annoying. I mean, really, it's only... I don't know. Like I said, I think it's the biggest problem in higher elo because people do it all the time and the queue times are so high, right? When it's a 15-minute queue time and you dodge, it feels really bad. When it's like silver and it's like a 30-second queue time or something, though, you know, dodging is annoying, but I don't know. I feel like it's... I don't think adding the timer is gonna change that too much though. I think it's fine. I don't know. 10-point dodge, like, I kind of wish it was like 5 points, but I think it's alright. We just have no answer for Vayne right now. Like, I've hit so many binds, but it just never does anything. I don't have enough damage to kill him myself. It doesn't pull him out of position. Like, how many times have I hit this Nunu with binds, and we just cannot convert? Okay. Nice. Oh, we got him that time. Champ's so stupid. Her ghost mode where you can't hit her with projectiles. Permaban, they're not gonna do that. That's...
Keep believing.
I know, I would do it. Well, you guys aren't silver jimmies. Y'all are in silver, but when I'm talking silver jimmy, I'm talking, you know, a player who doesn't really think critically about the game. They just kind of log in and put on some music and hit the bong a couple of times and just YOLO queue it, right? Versus, I would like to think that, you know, a lot of my community is much more critically engaged. So it's not just about being silver, it's about being Jimmy, right? It's about people that are basically just not critically engaged. They just play the game on a pretty casual level and are like okay at it, you know? Mine might be a silver Sebastian's or something. Someone who studies it and tries to understand to get better. I think a lot of people go for this next.
Your turret has been destroyed.
I'm just so vulnerable and like very skill shot dependent, and even when I hit the skill shots, a lot of times it doesn't feel like it makes that much of a difference. I mean, I'm trying it. I did play Lux when she was like really OP. I played her more, but why not Bob? I don't know. You can make whatever name you want. I'm just trying to pick a generic name. Use Silver Bob if you want.
Rampage.
Silver Bobbies. Tend to wait until 3 seconds. Yeah, because you're hoping someone else will dodge first. That is a big part of it. It's part of the dodge chicken that people play sometimes. Silver Simps. I'm a silver Jimmy, yeah. It's a state of mind, really. It's just people that just kind of like just play and vibe, you know what I mean? Like, they're not critically engaged, they're not like thinking carefully about team comps or game systems or whatever, man. They're just trying to log in and play a couple of games. Nothing wrong with that. I'm just saying that like the behavior of, you know, those types of players and just like what keeps them coming back to the game is a little bit different than other stuff. Can we just get Baron? Let's get Baron.
I want to see everything.
Yeah, they're not going. We got it. Oh, we try harden. Oh my god, macro in a normal game. What is this?
We can do this.
Clean, is that you? Oh, Oh, is this, I recognize Mills. Sorry, damn it. Sorry, I can't place your name offhand, but the, Queen Lee, there we go. It's dead. Just can't do anything about her, I have no answer. Nice. Hope you're still raking in the money. You a Dogecoin millionaire yet, or what, man? What's up, Innovated?
We all shine on. Like a diamond.
Did they change Athene's enough to not make it viable? Yeah, they got rid of it. Which I'm sure you probably know. Yeah, I mean, it'd be cool if we could get this, but... Oh, I got her! Okay, that was nice. I hit everything that time. Okay. I got the Vayne, just randomly on a Q there. Like I said, I think dodging is like... It's hard to make the argument that dodging in its current state is even a problem under Diamond. Right? Because most people just don't. And I think Masters Plus, like I said, you should just show the nameplates. Like, they need the practice anyways. That's how it's going to be in the Pro, because most people that are... you know, in Masters, probably have some kind of at least loose aspirations of trying to get good practice, get good quality games, and maybe try to go pro or amateur, you know, or they're trying to be a content creator. I think a lot of people in Masters Plus would like the nameplate thing. A lot of people do not like one tricks. They just feel like they kind of have to do it if they want to win. Especially as a content creator. I mean, I don't know. That's kind of a mixed bag, I guess, because sometimes that can really help you make a name for yourself to start with as a one trick. But I think that's mostly just because people get a high rank with it. Maybe. But I think the vast majority of viewers, I don't know. It just depends. I feel like a lot of people like variety and like the, you know, playing different champions over playing the same champion all the time. There are some people, some, like, content creators that are kind of known as a certain specialist, and, you know, that's good. That's their thing. Yeah, unless I hit a miracle Q again on Vayne, I just don't think we'll be able to win. It's gonna be rough. So I was trying to wait until Vayne committed and then hit it through the Mundo onto the Vayne. Yeah, I mean, that could be true, but I'm trying to think of like streamers and stuff, but it really just depends on like who it is.
The thing about light is, it never really does.
I know I certainly get, you know, asked to play different shit all the time, or I used to, especially when I had more viewers like last year. People would, okay, well, Vayne just entered into us.
Lighting the way.
I feel like, I don't know. It's like, are there more YouTubers, like if you calculate it up, who gets the most views on YouTube, right? Is it people that play like meme stuff? Or is it people that are one tricks? Is it memers or one tricks that get the most views on YouTube? If we were to add up like the top 20 channels that get the most views, would more of them be one tricks or memers though? Or not, no, I guess variety, maybe not memers, that's kind of pejorative, but like, at least variety. People who play whatever a flavor of the week is type of stuff, right? I feel like it'd be flavor of the week stuff. But, I mean, like I said, I could be wrong about that. Yeah, I mean, they have stuff in their base, so. Yeah, Athene's, I forgot about that too with Lux. That was a huge reason why Lux was, I think it's very similar though. I just think that people like novelty in general, because most people are not going to climb. Just being real, most people are going to stay in a certain range, and so I think if you can't climb, the next best thing for most people is just trying out different stuff and having that dream, right? Like maybe this is it. Maybe this is the thing that's going to be really fun that I'm going to enjoy and stuff like that. I guess they are slightly different things, but I'm just saying something other than the one tricks, where they play different champs. That's really the commonality I was looking for there, but. All right, we won. Lux OP confirmed. The Jhin just got to the point where he was, if he got a couple of clean shots on that Vayne, he was like two-shotting her. Make someone miserable, maybe. I don't know. I mean, it's obviously a hot topic for debate. I think, you know, the bottom line is, I think the current, it's theoretical. I don't think they're going to do it. I don't think they're going to reveal nameplates, because I don't think it would go over well with the Platinum Minus crowd. The way that they could maybe do it, like I said, is I would roll it out Masters Plus, just like they did no duo queue. In Masters Plus, they should make it to where enemy sees your name. That would also help a ton with ghosting, because right now, big streamers, a huge complaint is that people ghost them, and they'll ban out their champion in Champ Select. Right now, ghosting would still be a problem, obviously, in-game, right? Potentially for some of these high-level streamers, but that would at least help out in Champ Select, right? Where everybody just knows everybody's information, so therefore ghosting would not disproportionately affect streamers more than other people. So I think it would help with ghosting. It would help with autofills, because then you can support your autofill person and ban out whoever. It would encourage people to play more champions, to diversify. I think that could even work monetary-wise for Riot, if they're thinking they might piss off the one tricks and, you know, lose money because people aren't buying the Eternals as much, or they aren't buying as many skins for their one champion, or, you know, whatever. if people are playing different champions, maybe they buy more. Maybe they find a champion that they enjoy that they've just never tried before because they just played their one trick all the time. So I'm not entirely sure that it's certain that it would be bad from like a money standpoint on Riot if that's what they're thinking about. But it would increase diversity in the gameplay. It would help combat ghosting. It would help the autofill situation because now you could actually help the person who's autofilled by banning out stuff. And you could just see the enemy team, right? If the enemy team also has an autofilled top, you may not have to dodge if you're in Masters, right? But if you don't know, then you kind of have to assume that their top lane's going to be on roll. So you kind of have to dodge just because you don't know a lot of times. So it would help out with that. It would be better practice for amateurs and pro players in solo queue. It would be more realistic, and because when you're a pro player, you have to be diverse, or you will get banned out, right? Because that's the thing is what's really good in solo queue. The best strategies for solo queue do not transfer over onto the pro scene very well, because the best thing in solo queue is to one trick, is to super specialize, and then when you get into pro, you can't do that as well. That's why you see oftentimes people that are like really high end in solo queue, or not often, but you'll see this quite a lot, where someone who's really good in solo queue doesn't really make as big of a splash in pro, right? Like Revenge is probably a good example of this. Not to hate on him, I don't know much about him, but he's like super good on Riven, but I believe he had a hard time pushing out of the amateur circuit. Because he just was so good on Riven, and he was pretty good on other stuff, but it just doesn't translate. And there's a bunch of other stuff that goes into that, obviously, but I think that the one-trick culture is, it certainly doesn't help. So I think all of that means that it's probably better. I think if you showed nameplates, there would be less dodging overall, which is one of the goals. It would increase competitive integrity, and it would help training for NA talent so that you could actually have more amateur NA people instead of the import, which gets into that other conversation that people have been debating all season, the import rule. So I just think it'd be just a win everywhere. The only people who wouldn't win are the people that are currently heavily committed to one-tricking, and that's a decent amount of people. It would ruffle some feathers, but I think if they stuck with it, it would be fine. And it's not a guarantee that your one trick would get like 100% banned out every game, right? Like they might just want to ban a generically strong champ, and you wouldn't even have to play every champ in the game. If you just could play like 3 different champs, 2 or 3 different champs, it's extremely low probability they're going to target ban everything that you have out, right? That might happen sometimes, but it would be rare. So there'd probably be a decent chunk of games where you might get to play your one trick or your second place or something like that. I don't know. I don't think that the Platinum people want to have fun. No, I do not think that's the case at all. Black Falcon, I disagree a ton. I think a lot of people want to win. I think a lot of people are not having fun in this game if they're not winning. I think the average player does not have a smile on their face when they lose games because their champion select went okay. I think that people play this game, especially at like a platinum level and plus, because they want to win. It's not to say that you can't have fun if you're losing, but I think that's a very, very small minority of people that are totally cool with losing as long as they had fun playing a champion in a game. Maybe every now and then, but I think if we're talking over hundreds and hundreds of games, people value winning more than pretty much anything else. I think they definitely do care about autofills. I think people get pissed all the time. When someone goes 0-10 on their team, like, you gotta think, would someone care more if they got to pick? There are some one tricks that would rather play, their Ziggs or something like that. But if you could wave a magic wand and tell them, hey, you're gonna get to play your champion less, maybe half the time you don't get your favorite champion, but in exchange for that, we're gonna lower the amount of people in your games that go 0-10 also by 50%. I think a lot of people would take that deal. If you were to tell people, hey, there's going to be like dramatically less feeders and many more close games, but the exchange for that is you may not get to play your exact favorite champion half the time, I think a lot of people would sign up for that. If they're just like, you have to play your number 2 champion sometimes, but you won't have as many feeders. I think a lot of people would sign up for that. But that's just my opinion on it. I think it's at least worth exploring. I think the Masters Plus crowd 100% would like that. I think that like 80% of the players in Masters Plus would be on board with that. So I think they should try it in Masters Plus and then just kind of see how it goes. But I don't know that that's necessarily the case. But I mean, win rates might go up. I don't think it's like if... I think that certain people would definitely be able to climb with that new system. People who are already a little bit more diverse that don't one-trick, which is still a lot of people. A lot of people don't one-trick, especially in lower brackets. I think they actually would go up a little bit because the one-tricks would go down a little bit. I think we're currently Platinum 4 on both accounts. Yeah, we had a really rough last month or two. We got as high as Platinum 1, but we just weren't playing that well. But we have been playing pretty well the last couple of seasons. So, I mean, it's really just, like I said, I don't think they're going to do it. So, I mean, it's just a theoretical exercise, but I think it would help. I think if there are more closer games and less feeding, even if people don't win as much, I think even if the ultimate outcome is about the same, I feel like just having more competitive integrity would help out a lot, especially at Masters Plus. Yeah, I think a lot of people just... The thing that I talked about before yesterday, and I do just need to make this a whole video, is like the imprisonment of one-trick cultures. People don't think about that, but you are basically forced to one-trick if you want to climb right now. If you want to do well, because that's the most optimal way to play, you have to one-trick. And a lot of people don't want to do that. They want to play other champions. They want to have fun, try out this cool new skin. They want to be able to play other stuff. But because one-tricking is so good and it's so powerful in the meta, then if you're not doing that, then you're putting yourself at a competitive disadvantage. You notice most of the time when I go on my really big climbs, when I hit Diamond, how did I do it? I played Rakan every game. That's basically it. For the last few seasons, every single time, you know, I got up to Diamond, it was either I played Rakan every time or just whatever happened to be really good, you know, at the time. Maybe Maokai or whatever, but it was, I just locked down and I played 1 or 2 champions every game for like 300 or 400 games, and that's how I got to Diamond. Is almost without fail every time. Anytime that I've had variety over a long period of time and I've been playing different stuff, it's always been, I've been at the lower end of my range as far as the curve goes. But yeah, I mean, that's how it is. It's imprisoning because I would like to be able to play other stuff, but you know, I'm better on my one trick. But also, like, a lot of that's because other people are playing their, like, good champions. Now, some people won't do it, but I think that it would actually be very liberating for people to be able to play multiple champions and actually have more of a chance. I mean, that does happen, but that's unlikely. Yeah, it does happen, sure, but we're just remembering that, right? If you were... Like, it's nowhere near 50% of the time that happens. If there's someone with 200 games on their champ, 60%, and they go 0-10, that's probably like 1 out of 50 games. But it's just very memorable because it just defies logic. Like, it's going to happen. Just because you have a good win rate, you know, doesn't mean that you're necessarily going to win, right? But anyways, I could just make a different video about it, I suppose. But I think that's the best way they could do it, but they won't. So what are they going to do instead? I don't know. The current changes where 3 dodges equals a 12-hour lockout is probably fine. I don't think a lot of people dodge 3 times in a day anyways, and the people that would probably have multiple accounts anyways, so... But I don't think that's the correct creative direction to go with it. To punish the dodger, because people don't want to dodge. People do not want to do that. They feel like they have to do that because they don't know what's on the enemy team, but they do know that their team is problematic. I mean, another thing they could do, if you wanted to do the inverse of that, is not show the nameplates of people on your team. If they wanted to go just full-on random, I don't think that's the way to go. Because then people would, you'd just be withholding even more information, and then people would just dodge based on team composition more often. Right? Because right now, you know, if you have a 20% whatever person on your team, you're more likely to dodge. But... I mean, they could try withholding that information, but I don't think that's a good way to go either. They're not going to do permaban on 3 dodges. Dodges does not interact with your disciplinary record at all. It's a completely separate thing. Like, you don't lose points in the honor system or anything like that for dodging. If you dodge, play a game, dodge again, it's the same thing. They're doing within a 24-hour period if you have 3 dodges. So we'll just see how it goes. But anyways, I think that'll probably be it for tonight. It's like 3 o'clock. I know I got a bit of a late start. But we did get to play some different champs. I don't think that's what they want. I think right now the fact that I can see if someone's playing a weird champ, the fact that I can look them up and see if they have a good win rate on that champion, I think I'm less likely to dodge by having that information because I know. And I think I would also be less likely to dodge if I knew the enemy team. Because once again, it's the unknown. It's the fact you don't know what you're up against in terms of win rates, right? Because if I see my top Teemo is like 49%, and I'm like, I don't know, but even if they play the champ a lot, like 100 games, if I could see that the enemy, you know, top lane Darius is auto-filled 20% win rate on Darius or something, then I'll say, okay, I'll go with Teemo. You know? So I just think that in general, as with most things in life, I just think that more information is better a lot of times. If you're trying to make good decisions, and you're trying to think critically, more information is good. So I would just like to see their nameplates. But I mean, like, not revealing anyone's name, I just feel like that is probably not as good. I mean, people wouldn't get flamed as much. I guess maybe that would help. People wouldn't get flamed as much, but because you wouldn't know if it's that same person on your team or not from, like, the previous game if they didn't say anything to you. And they couldn't look you up and say, hey, idiot, you're 20% on this champ. Why are you playing this champ? So, like, maybe it helps out with toxicity a little bit. I don't know. But I don't really think it's a great idea. Yeah, a lot of other games don't have dodging. I remember asking my friend, I was like, in Overwatch, I was like, what's the penalty for dodging? And they're like, what's dodging? And I was like, you can't, like, leave the lobby when you're there? They're like, oh, no, I think it just counts as a loss. Okay, I'll try to start early and we can get through the coaching sessions tomorrow. I'll see if I can start around 10 or something. But I think we'll be able to get through them. But yeah, we'll probably roll out for tonight because we did the donation game there. But yeah, we'll get through them. We'll get through them. I mean, if anything, we can just have an extravaganza one of those days. But we'll start early tomorrow. We could just have, if it comes down to it, we could just have a really long stream. Catch up on all of them if we have to. But anyways, okay. Well, that's going to be it. Thank y'all very much. As always, I appreciate it. Be sure to come back tomorrow. I will just make a more formal video about the dodging. I've been intending to do that for the last few days, but I'll see if I can get it done for tomorrow. And then I'll start doing the tier list for the next patch as well. But anyways, that's going to be it. Have a good day, and we'll see everybody next time.